Is your business sucking the life out of you? Are you being bombarded with requests that you just don't want to do? Do you have energy vampires in your life that are just bringing you down? Well, let me tell you what you need to do. My name is Chris Stafford, and I'm a 30-plus year listing agent in San Francisco, one of the toughest markets in the country. And even in this crazy market, people are buying and people are selling, and we're doing so much business right now. And it's really important. I just looked before I recorded this, I'm bringing 6 new listings on the market in the next probably 6 weeks. And just brought a listing on the market last week, bringing one on this week, bringing one on next week. And let me tell you, the most important things, especially when you're busy, and especially in this market, which is so crazy, you have to set boundaries, people. You have to make sure that you are not letting other people dictate to you what your schedule is, who you should be talking to, what you should be listening to, most importantly. It's really important to set boundaries. I have got so many people in my life that really are like energy vampires. And this includes real estate agents, this includes buyers, this includes sellers, and people in my family. It is not a good thing. But one of the things that I know is that we have to try our hardest to keep, a mentor once told me this a long time ago, keep our emotions in between the lines. If something really bad happens to you, don't freak out, okay? Get on the pity pot if you want for, a few hours. That's it. If you have something great happen to you, don't freak out and, go crazy and self-sabotage yourself. So you have to set boundaries with yourself. And in the real estate market, you are your own CEO. You have and own your own business. You cannot have other people and deal with their problems and assume their problems. I've had so many clients over the years that were just like, for instance, I had one $7 million listing seller who was micromanaging. God, he was a developer. He had only been in the development business in San Francisco for like 5 years. I've been selling, still am selling in San Francisco for over 30 years, but he knew more than I did. He was so in my face all the time, micromanaging me, micromanaging my assistants, micromanaging my contractors. And it was really, I was losing sleep over this one. And I thought to myself, this has got to stop. And so I had a heart-to-heart conversation with him. I told him, listen, I'm the expert here. I know how to sell real estate. You have to trust me. And you know what? He didn't. And he continued to be a total jackass towards me. And I fired him. I fired a $7 million listing because I told him that I have boundaries and I have standards, and I'm the expert here and you can't tell me what to do. Of course I'm going to take your advice, but you don't have to be a jerk about it. He was a total energy vampire. Or how about the time that I had a real estate agent scream at me at the top of her voice because of something that her buyer did for one of my listings that had nothing to do with me. She was deflecting blame, and she was just screaming at me on the phone at the top of her voice. And I calmly said to her, I won't tell you her name, but I calmly said to her, you know what? You need to take this down a notch. You need to be more calm and collected before you discuss this with me. And when you are calm and collected, call me. And I hung up the phone with her. So here's the deal. The deal is you can't let people walk all over you. I know you want that commission check. I know that's really important to you. But the best way to deal with people that are driving you crazy, that are sucking the life and the energy right out of you, the best way for you to deal with these people is to be successful. Get a coach. Whether it's me or not, Get somebody that really helps you step up your game. I have a listing program called the Listing Collective. I just got off the phone with a guy yesterday who told me it was a bespoke, really cool program that I provide a lot of one-on-one hand-holding, I should say. But the bottom line is, get somebody to help you increase your business, increase your listing pipeline, increase your listings sold. Because in the Listing Collective, I want a full listing pipeline. I want consistent prospecting. I want my clients, my coaching clients, to really knock it out of the park. And why are you saying this? Because when you have a full listing pipeline and you have more than one deal in escrow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deals in escrow, if one of those people, buyer, seller, listing agent, buyer's agent, whatever, if they start giving you a hard time, you can be stronger because you know that this is not my only deal in escrow, and you know you've got a lot more business coming behind it. And so success is life's best revenge. Be the biggest, most successful real estate agent you can so that you can combat the energy vampires and the people that are just pushing your boundaries, because you don't need to do that. I have learned a long time ago, after being in this business over 30 years, that your life is going to be absolutely a living hell if you don't really keep your emotions in between the lines and really stand up to the energy vampires, if you will. No is a complete sentence. Tell buyers and sellers what you're willing to do and what you're willing to not do right up front. When you establish boundaries, when you establish constraints with your clients right up front, guess what? They don't say no. They don't go to another agent. They just say, oh, that's okay. No problem. You only show property, Monday through Saturday? No problem. I'll make sure I do open houses on Sunday myself. Oh, you don't take calls after 7 p.m.? No problem. I will make sure that I don't call you after 7 p.m. It's like a doctor. You're not going to go up to a doctor or go in a doctor's office and say, I want to be able to call you at midnight, or say, I need you to spend 18 hours with me to diagnose my problem. You would never do that with a professional. Set those boundaries right up front with all of your people in your personal and your business life, and get rid of or make sure that you set those boundaries with those energy vampires as well too. Trust me, you will have a much more rewarding business and you will have a much more rewarding life.